I am the mighty Pancake Man. My pancakes are delicious. You gotta be kidding me. YouTube, are you stupid? Are you stupid? I'm live. YouTube, I'm live. My Pancake Man and his pancakes are delicious. It's live, so you better put up that video. I'll hunt you down. Game, not game, but iPad. Play it. Spear pictures. What this? I thought you were saying something about trash. Ah, too bad. You don't get to go around the arena that much. Oh my goodness gravy! Look at that animation in the background there. it sucks, but then again, we're talking about I don't know, a 20-plus-year-old game. It can drink. It can take a drink. I'm drunk. I don't think I ever grabbed this. Now, yes, I do have my secret weapon in my back pocket, because my headcanon is, regardless of what happens, the Crystal Cup is won.
Sure you all right, Captain?
I'll try to do it normally, but I just have this in the background as a backup. Oh, that's also something I need to make sure of. Steam. Some Final Fantasy X-2.
Miss me?
It's this one. There we go.
Lady Yuna.
Now, number 2, the one that does do the Blitz game in number 2, which I'm surprised it does, it's more random, and you have to trade up your characters like crazy.
How can you let some outbed kidnap you?
Hey, let it go, alright?
Don't go near outbed anymore, okay? They're trouble.
Yes, cutscene after cutscene after cutscene. Can I even skip? No. I can't even turbo. I can't even turbo this. Is there a way to turbo this in this? No, there's no speed up.
Please don't tell.
Yes.
Please don't tell.
As you broadcast this in the same room
Please don't.
as Walker. Pretty much, even though it's been a while since I played it, I do remember the rules and how to play it, because it's pretty simple. Square the X button, square button is your main button for
No time for warm-up.
picking where to throw or kick the ball around.
All right.
Now, really, the first half, if you get the ball first, the best thing to do, make sure that you keep on tossing that ball left, right, and center.
After this game, I'm retiring.
You can try for scores, but it's kind of hard because of how the dang game is programmed and that you start at level 1. Yes, we know, Walker. You quit blitzball.
You know, since we're here, we might as well win.
Mind the bench.
Sadly, we don't get to choose how the team's set up, nor do we start at any level higher than 1. Even though Waka was shown to be like level 5 during the little cutscene of the stuff or something. I don't know. Oh no, why the Waka ball toss was not implemented. Well, you take it where it shows you take a hit, but then you jump off another one, and you toss the ball in for a instant score or something. Because the only thing they do special is the eject shot. Like if we were to get these games at their full potential after everything's said and done, they would need a lot of modding. You're talking about
You really
2 10 tons of modding.
gave it your all, didn't you?
The other part
All right, boys, what do we
is
gonna
that
do?
this here, one, Titus would actually be the highest level player on their team. But I would put all the teams at level 25. Okay, that's their starting point. It would be Titus that would be at level 30. Also, we'd get the initial choosing of how we wanted the team set up as. Because it always burns me that puts Titus as the left liner, even though it shows Waka taking up the center field. It's annoying.
Legendary Luca goers going against the horrendously ill-fated Besaid Aurochs.
This is like history in the making, Baba.
Now I think that we're the blue team, so yeah. Regardless of what happens, I'm going to have my score. The score's going to be up on my start to begin with. Hopefully it works. If not, I'm going to have to dig out the other trainer I got somewhere. Yep. We never get to see this happen ever again. Also, the way that the team's set up in the central scene is how I would think that Titus would be placed. He'd be placed as the middle guy. But no. After this, we'll see that he's on the freaking the bottom side.
The goers are taunting the Aurochs.
Yeah, yesterday was a bit chaotic. Today was a bit chaotic, and I don't know what these next few days will bring. But hopefully the chaos settles down eventually, and they get the ball first. Okay. Nope. You see, Titus is not the center guy. It's whoever the center guy is. I don't know. And yes, you see, this is my beef with this game and how it sets up this up. Okay, let's see if this works. Blue team, blue team, blue team, blue team. And yes, it's automatically going to score. Because it puts him right there, and Kippa, for some reason, has this lowest catch of all characters. And red team 0. Yes, this automatic, it kills me. Manual. Give me control of my players. Pass. I think he has enough. Yes, he has enough. Good, thank goodness. Now, Titus, I think, is fast enough to reach over here and not get caught. Maybe. No. Of course not. Break to this guy, shoot the ball. Of course. And you see, this is why I dislike this setup, because it's pretty much if you can get lucky enough. Because other than that, you see, BS. Now he's gonna shoot. And you see that's another major thing. Zero. F you goers, you don't get a single score. Not a single point. Not a single solitary point. Now watch, this guy's gonna catch it. Nope. Nope. That's normally it's bias against the player, and instead of giving the player an even chance, it's always bias against the player. Even when you get stronger, it's bias against the player because of how the system works, and the game is just going to use home field advantage against you. So you know what? That's my thing. I'm just going to be home field advantage against it instead. This is my PC. My PC, my rules. Although there's nothing I can do about the characters getting pushed. Can't do a single thing about it, but halftime.
And it's halftime.
Yep. And then Titus barely gets his level 3. Even though he shot, he didn't get that much EXP. That's the thing I dislike about this main game here, is that the way you get experience is just weird. They say it's by HP loss. Yeah, what sort of HP loss? Like you have to swim around with the ball the most? You have to toss it the most or something? Because I swear I tossed it, and when I played this in prior times, I tossed the ball to every single person except the keeper. And except for Keppa, and the only thing that I found was that it gave me very few experience points across the board. Some characters got more experience, other characters got less experience, and it didn't matter if I used 100 power, 100 HP, or if I used 10. It's just unbalanced. They never fixed it. Not even the HTV mix here. They never fixed it.
Zone defense, boys. Stop those goers.
The goers have been stopped by the player.
What about me?
Get the ball and just
Yes. Shoot like crazy. The balls. Oh yes, we can't do anything about the setup as far as the characters. Let's see. Yeah, and here's a rule about having multiple marks. Is that you won't always get what you're trying to get. Also, you gotta engage the creatures in order to see the ability, and that sadly doesn't affect the game either. Nice. Well, of course you would pass, wouldn't you? Yep. Like I said, unbalanced. Unbalanced. Yeah, the better way they could have handled this is put all the players, let's see, put the Poseidon Aurochs. You have to put the Poseidon Aurochs with level 25 and put Titus at level 30 or level 35. But of course, it's because they banned the characters. Okay, so here's how we take care of this. And this should guarantee a goal. Yeah, I can legitimately get that number. I mean, there's some players that probably could, but you also gotta have perfect luck too, because a lot of this stuff requires luck. Yep. Zero score. I think your characters do still get EXP for this. It's around the 2.5 mark that it starts 2.5 3 minute mark that it starts that we start getting them mad about the stuff. Yep, there we go. The fans are getting impatient for no reason at all. And it doesn't matter if you actually legitimately got 5 scores, 5-6 scores or not. They will still get impatient because you get to play with Walker for this little 5-minute tidbit. And this is why you get an extra shot at scoring, because you get to walk in as Venom shot. It's a wild card, but pretty much what I can say is in the first half you can score as long as you can get behind all the lines or get lucky and not get the ball stripped from you. And in the second round you get one shot to get a shot, which is what I did with Titus here and the eject shot, getting its first score. Sadly, unless you force learn it to somebody, I don't think anyone else can use the eject shot. Let's use cheat or something else.
To be honest, I did kind of feel left out. But it really was the Oryx and Waka show after all.
Well, it's your idea that also got them to want to do harder.
It's Waka. He's back on the field and ready to go.
Maybe. Just maybe.
The Aurochs.
And you see, just like before, my irritation is that for some reason it's going to put him as the left fielder, just like Titus was, rather than center man. Don't know why. Don't know why. Because obviously it shows him swimming to where Walker's in the center field, but he's not in center field. You see? Letty's still center field. I think Walker is a little bit faster than the other swimmers. I mean, that's it. I think. I'm not entirely sure. No, he's not. He's not like Titus. I forget what. I think poison just keeps them from regenerating health, or HP as they call it. Which I don't know why it's called HP in this. It should just be called stamina or SP. Yeah, it's a lot of just BS. BS chance. Also, yes, you only get Walker for 2 minutes. It makes no sense, but that's how it works out. Smack. Oh, it'd be nice if we could get the ball back. Nope. And game end. There we go. And the reality is, it would have been a tie, actually. It would have been a tie.
Unbelievable! The Aurochs win, folks. This is one for the record books.
Yes, this is my headcanon. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter if I do bad or not. I see it as the Aurochs always winning. Doesn't matter how much they want to make it to where there's 2 ends to it. Even though it doesn't really affect much, it just affects if you got the special cup in the locker room or not. Yes, we get to watch as Titus slowly swims over to Walker. And yes, there's only a total of 3 swimmers in this game for your characters. Something's going on. And there's Orin. Now here's the strange thing about this game. There's a rock, paper, scissors sort of deal with characters and the weapons and stuff. But you could also say there's equivalency to some characters. Like if you get Yuna trained up in black magic, you can have both a white and black mage in Yuna. Same thing for Lulu. You can if you can get her with white magic, she's a white and black mage. Titus and Walker though are halfway interchangeable. Titus is a speedy accurate guy, but Walker's also a speedy accurate guy. Orin is almost like Kamari, but Kamari's a bit speedier. Orin is a strong armor piercer. Which I think armor pierce does like a certain amount of damage to the defense, or pierces through the defense of the armor.
You do know him.
Yeah.
As I forget the actual calculations for the weapons and stuff. Why I wanted to save that is because I wanted to make sure that Orin got his chance to get some XP.
Hey, give me a break.
And here comes Seymour to clean up the mess that he made. Because, you know, here's the thing. He uses the Guado's ability to summon the fiends. And yes, they are using what the original summoners used to do, which is summon fiends to their assistance. The Aeons are actually fiends in essence. Just taking on form because they are taken from the bodies of different people and given actual form of a stronger creature than just, well, fiends. Now you might ask me why I don't save Titus's overdrive. It's because of the way Titus works. If you use the overdrive multiple times, you get his next ability. Everyone else, though, you wait for the opportune moment to use it. Yes, and as you know, I'm not going to mind what happens.
Captain, shouldn't you heal up first? Yuna needs me with her now. I can't be lying around in some bed. Yeah, but... Come on, look sharp. The Blitz season just started. Don't make those faces, yeah? Well, see ya, boys. You be good. I can't hear you. Captain.
And yes, my task for tonight was to try and win this.
Sure?
Never liked long goodbyes anyway. Sorry for making you wait, Yuna. I have some promises to keep, yeah? From now on, I'm your full-time guardian.
Then welcome back, Sir Waka. Good to have you with us.
Hey, it's good to be back, yeah? So, any news on what happened?
Not really. We don't know where the fiends came from. Maester Micah is safe and sound, thanks to Maester Seymour. That's about it. Maester Seymour's Aeon. It was so powerful.
Hey, you! Don't just stand there! All of this is your fault! Getting swallowed by sin, ending up here in Spira, not being able to go back to Xanarkand.
Yes, yes, Titus. Let the butthurt flow.
I'm telling you, it's all
Let the
your
butthurt
fault.
flow. Yes, yes. Let the butthurt flow through you.
Who are you anyway? You knew my old man, didn't you?
Yeah,
And you also knew Yuna's father?
that's correct.
Hey man, there's no way. That's just impossible.
Nothing impossible about it. Jecht, Vraska, and I, together we defeated Sin 10 years ago. Then I went to Xanarkand, where I watched over you, so that one day I could bring you to Spira.
Why did it have to be me?
Jecht asked me to.
Is he alive?
It depends on what you mean by alive. He is no longer human. But then, I felt something of Jecht there in that shell, couldn't you? You must have felt him when you came in contact with Sin.
It can't be.
It is. Sin is Jecht.
No, that's ridiculous. No way. I don't believe you.
Now here's the thing about the faith
But it
and
is
summons and sin and all. You see,
See for
sin has been around for over a millennia or two, basically. Okay, so the faith have been trying to figure out a way to defeat
every
sin
story must have an ending.
permanently, rather than having someone become the new sin every few decades, every
I
century,
see.
depending on how often sin is defeated. Because if sin is defeated every 10 years, holy moly, that is quite a few high summoners that have become the dead. But they make it seem like
What am I supposed to say?
becoming a high summoner is a very hard thing to do, because it's hard to reach the end of the summoner's path. But yeah,
Irritating.
over the last millennium or two, the faith have become very tired of
Or are you
dreaming.
afraid?
That includes the faith of the different temples. They've become tired of dreaming. They want their freedom from having to dream about this dead city, which needs to just die and move on. Sad as might be,
Orin,
because the people are just thoughts and memories made up by the fanciful dreams of the different faith, which end up diffusing into fireflies at the end of the game. It's sad, but it's what happens.
I'm going to offer my services to Yuna. Come.
Yeah, I think I've already checked this one. Yep, this one's already been checked. Orin disappears. I guess it's later that that happens. Because one of these lockers, you can open up one of these lockers, and it'll actually let you grab one of the crests out, which is, I think is one of Walker's crests. Or is it another locker room? I think that's the only locker room you have access to. Yeah, that's the only locker room you have access to. Okay. Nope, I can't. Even though I'm probably not going to play Blitzball until much later in the game, there is one character I wanted to grab before I move on. And there's a second character I want to get before we get too far into the game. Before we start playing the actual Blitz, because the team as is stands a pretty okay chance. It's just that you gotta train up stuff. Also, training up Kippa is one of the most irritating things, because you have to bring him out as one of your characters.
You think he's gonna stay here?
Sir Orin knows him, apparently. You were right. He did meet someone he knew.
Think he'll find a way back to Xanarkand?
But also, here's another thing. The weapons have their own damage sets and stuff,
He's still in town, isn't he?
and they even have different
I think I'll
chances
go
of
see him.
having different
Whoa.
Sir Orin!
damage calculations. Okay. But I think some of them are just experimental, since most of them act under the normal circumstances.
Yuna,
Sir,
I wish to become your guardian. Do you accept?
Also, all weapons have their own attack power, which I don't know if it's universal between all of them.
You refuse.
no. We accept, right, everyone?
Of course, no problem at all.
But why?
I promised Braska.
You promised? My father? Thank you, Sir Orin. You're welcome to join us.
And he comes too.
Officially a guardian.
Guys, howdy.
This one I promised Jecht.
Is Sir Jecht alive?
Can't say. Haven't seen him in 10 years.
I see.
Haven't seen him in the flesh and blood in 10 years.
Yes, I'm looking forward to it.
What's our itinerary? Where are we headed?
Hey, come with me.
Now comes the most
Hey, watch.
most whizzing display.
Hey, you got pretty good.
You sound sad.
Yeah, maybe.
Want to scream?
I really don't think that's gonna help this time.
You know what? It's embarrassing to say this myself, but summoners and their guardians are kind of like Spira's ray of light. A lot of people in Spira depend on us. I learned to practice smiling.
I can't even press pause. I can't even pause.
I know it's hard.
Yeah. I understand. I think.
Right. Now let's see what you can do. Come on.
This is weird.
Next, try laughing out loud.
What?
LOL.
Come on, show me.
The most disturbing version. Yeah, I'm not gonna listen to this.
You probably shouldn't laugh anymore.
Alrighty.
Too funny.
It was your idea.
Thank you. I want my journey to be full of laughter.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
If we should get separated, just whistle. I'll come running. I promise.
Well, let's go.
This is what bothers me about Final Fantasy X-2's
What are you looking at?
ending, is that because they made it so convoluted
Crazy.
Sorry.
that even with
Well
it,
then,
even with
alright.
a
Now, we will go to the temple at Jose. And
even with the
guardians,
game guide,
don't
you're
forget to
probably going to
smile.
mess up 2 or 3 times before you get the ending that you want. Because the way it works just is weird. At least Final Fantasy X is not that convoluted. You talk to the spear, you become the spear, you exit the spear. You go back to Luca. We increase the speed so that we're not running at a lopsidasical pace. We get 1,000 gil. Okay, so yeah. Zevronzo, he's a special case. he's a good frontliner and all that. Next character I need is Romp. I don't know if I can get Romp though soon, because I find him when I'm on the Calmlands.
This is a statue. 8 centuries ago, he founded a legion known today as the Crusaders. In just a few short years after their founding, their ranks grew throughout Spira. The Maesters of Yevon feared an uprising and accused them of rebellion.
Thank you.
Lord Mihan walked along this very road to go face their charges and
Yep.
refute them.
Doing Final Fantasy X for a good few hours.
And his legion became an arm of the Yevon clergy. It was then that Yevon gave them the name Crusaders, which they have kept ever since.
Yes, because everyone's afraid of losing their power. That's the reason. Ah. It's armored.
No way.
Yes, let Titus handle it. Because it tries teaching you about Pierce, you see. If you weren't smart enough to realize, okay, so here's the interesting thing. Kamari's weapon is piercing. Okay? Auron's weapon is piercing. Yes, they still haven't taken off the baby gloves yet.
Do you know?
Some old city.
Correct. A city most ancient. A terrible testament to sin's power. I tremble every time I see them. Compared to sin, humans are mere mud puppies.
But I believe humans are the
A good reply. I am relieved.
Oh?
Where are my manners? I am matron, a scholar, at your service, milady. I am on a journey, studying the history.
He's actually
of
one of my
world
favorite characters in this.
Seeking its stories and secrets. My travels have taken me to many places, and I am troubled by what I have seen. Fragile smiles on people's faces, crumbling at the mere mention of sin. They are counting on you.
I will.
Ah, yes. Here come the Chocobo Riders. And sadly, you don't get to use Chocobo. You only get to use Chocobo here
Lady
and in
Summoner,
and
I
in the
presume.
Calmlands. After
Yes.
that, you don't get to
I
use
am
it.
Yuna.
I am Lucille, captain of the Jose Chocobo Knights.
And I'm Alma. We've been trying to guard the high road.
There have been reports of a large fiend appearing in this area with a taste for chocobos. Do take care, Summoner Yuna, if you are to rent any chocobos.
Sadly, you don't get the
Thank
chance
you.
to rent Chocobos until you
We will be
reach the halfway point.
Good. We should get back to our rounds. Farewell.
Our prayers are with you.
A large fiend? Huh. Let's go get him!
Why?
It's the right thing to do.
It's the right thing to do.
What'd I say now?
Jecht said that a lot too. And every time he said it, it meant trouble for Braska and me.
Now, the way that they talk, it seems like the journey takes weeks, months, or weeks or months to reach the end up.
My name is Belle.
My name is.
The high but you are still fresh on.
Yes.
I might have a few. Let us see which are a one. Not to the
I'll do my.
good. Your aeons have been.
No, I haven't worked on Yuna enough, but I think Yuna is stronger than what she would be here on a normal playthrough. Yeah, see, here's the weird thing about sun matches. If you if your enemy summons a certain Aeon, you can't summon that Aeon yourself. I mean, I guess it's because they don't want to animate two of the same creature, but it's weird. Because later on, you have the opponent summon Bahamut on you.
Not bad. Take this. You with more train.
Thank you.
No, it is that you can lose those battles there. That's something I will say.
I was not able to.
Yes, because she's dead.
Farewell, Yuna.
Yes, sorry, spoilers all the way through because, 20-year-old game, I don't care. I don't care if you feel spoiled because I'm telling you something that should be known. Yes, Titus is strong enough to defeat those by himself. Let's summon up this guy and have him punch. Or claw. Does she give you the ability to work on your aeons? I guess not. Not this time around. I think it's the second time you meet her that you get that ability.
Check this out.
Why I keep on doing it? Why I keep on doing his stuff? Because I want him to, you know, get stronger. Yes, I'm just going to teleport up there. I don't care. Magic, magic, magic. Ah. Sorry, it just takes a while to get all this stuff done. Oh. Okay, so MP and magic. As you see, Yuna has the longest road to get out of her area, and if you don't find the level unlocked spears, you have even longer to go. Now, sure, I could use other spears to get everybody else stronger, but I just don't feel like doing that. I mean, I guess Kamar could be the speedy piercer, while Orin is the heavy hitter. But I mean, that only lasts until you start getting into the stronger levels. Once you start getting to the stronger levels, that's where stuff starts changing. The way that they have the stuff set up is just weird, including the amount of HP that you start with. For Orin, for who he is, I would see him starting with like 2,000 instead of this piddlings of 1,000. But let's try and make that our deal. No. Also, you can see he has plenty of HP spears in his line. Actually, something that would help him is accuracy. Defense. Strength, MP, and HP. Okay, defense, evasion, and MP. Okay, the you that's watching, should I double my power or should I continue on? That's my main question. I'm going to level up a little bit longer, but probably just get 3 more levels for everybody. I'm probably just going to do 3 more levels here. Defense, 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 defense. I forget bombs were introduced in one. I know they were in number 2. Oh, she's been silenced. Voice of luck. Wow, 6 watching. Thank you very much. Press the like button, and I hope you enjoy your stay. Yeah, I'm quiet for most of the time, but I mean, I don't have a lot to say. I mean, I can try to talk about stuff, but nobody's chatting. We got a few hellos and everybody enjoying it, but that's about it. So, hope you enjoy. Yes, my white mage is using black magic. It's beautiful. I have turned it way down so it's not blowing out eardrums, but if it needs to be turned up, I can turn it up. Turn up the volume there, Oregon. Because I had full power earlier, and it just was too powerful.
You're a
Or earlier, when I first started.
Yes.
Just sound
My
too
name
powerful
is
to me.
Yuna.
I use headphones, so
I'm Callie.
that's
Nice
just how
to
it
meet you,
goes.
Callie. Lady Yuna, are you going to bring us the calm? Yes. Very soon. Yay!
We're looking forward to another.
I'll do my best.
And good luck to your.
I think that that Lulu showing some leg is a bit of a
What's the
visual
calm?
glitch.
The calm is a time of peace. It comes after a summoner defeats sin and lasts until sin reappears.
Huh?
Sin dies and is reborn.
I get it. I thought it was weird. Yuna's dad defeated Sin 10 years ago, right? But Sin's still here. Didn't make much
Is
sense.
it still the same way,
somehow.
Oregon? I can turn it on up if need be.
Wait, if it just comes back,
Don't say it isn't worth it. Because it is.
even for a little while, people can sleep in their beds without being afraid. That kind of time is worth anything. Don't say it isn't worth it. Your words that day, Yuna, I remember them well.
Yes, 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 and you remember the butthurt too. Time to slug the ball away. Don't know where it disappears to. It just disappears off screen. He sent it into orbit.
No, I've been saving this one for you.
Yes. He must be sending that ball at 100 plus miles per hour, and it only gets faster as your strength goes up. Or we could do a multiplication of 10 per strength point, and At that, he's going 200 miles per hour. He's slinging that ball at 200 miles per hour at the enemy. And he's pulling a mash because the ball is boomeranging back to him whenever he throws it. Burn, puppy. I forget. Did I get all the chests through here? Yeah, there's only one chest. Accuracy and defense. I don't know what Fortune Spear actually increases. It's weird. It's never explained. Yeah, if they were to remake Final Fantasy X, they'd probably have to use something like the Chrysanthemum. The Chrysanthemum tree, because that's the only way you'd be able to give a good. That's the only way you'd have a way. Well, I wouldn't say Chrysanthemum even. I would call it the skill book, basically, because Lulu talks about brushing up on your magic skills later, okay? And suggests that they had potentially a skill tree where you picked what you wanted, and you could level it up by putting points into different skills. Like you could put points into HP, you could put points in defense, magic defense, into luck, into speed, into accuracy, into evasion, to HP, MP, stuff like that, and put it into skills as well. But they changed that out for the Spear Grid. At least that's what I think it would have been, but I have no confirmation for that, so it's just theory. And yes, I'm going to have to get all items again. You can't be that far behind me, come on. It's because I'm bad with remembering what was where. Unless I say it out loud. I'm sorry about that, but that's just my limitation for whatever reason. Okay, what else should I increase? Yeah, the clear spear looks like you'd have to grind for hours to get a lot of grinds of clear spears. Alrighty. Skill. So I have to use Master Spear in order to learn that. Why? It's because I don't want to have to go around to it. Oh yeah, and I forgot. I need to go out of this. Change parameters. All items. Yeah, I'm just going to go for strength in this area. Yes, if you're wondering, this is the OP run. This is me getting really powerful at any area in the game, pretty much. Of course, I have no idea about min-maxing, so I'm probably get lost child with min-maxing. I just know that the way I do it with this is I try to exchange the same item for the same item. Defense. Evasion. And HP. HP and strength, I believe. Okay, so the magic defenses haven't been changed, but the magic and the magic MP. Yes, by doing that, I've become stronger. And if you're watching and you know a mod that you might want me to try, I'd actually be happy to try it. I just have the New Game Plus a file, depending on how it works. And yeah, the New Game Plus doesn't work. It doesn't work like you would hope it would, but it's kind of glitchy. Because yes, scenes get reset, but the Dark Aeon sometimes gets wonky. Like the biggest example of it is on the fields where you well, it's the lightning. Yeah, the lightning field. For some reason, in New Game Plus, the Dark Aeon is activated. Sorry, Mato Saito Mayor. I mean, it is Final Fantasy. It's hard to really make it super interesting. I mean, I can go off on tangents about different theories and stuff about it, but that's about all you can do, buddy. I'll try to talk, and if you give me something to talk about, I'll be happy to try to talk about it. Boom. Bam. Anyways, let's talk to you two.
Hey, we saw the game! You guys were great!
Congratulations, Waka.
Hey, stop loafing around.
The Lady Summoner and her
I'll try to get to
guardians-
the
This mission
I'll try to get to
requires
the,
our
the
full attention. We've no time to waste.
to the place where we fight
Understood?
Sin. That's all.
Yes, ma'am.
all I can promise.
Apologies, ma'am.
Well, not really fight
Carry
Sin,
on.
but see Sin fight. Operation Mayhem.
See, keep your head down, say sir a lot, and you'll do fine.
Right,
Yes.
sir.
Yes.
Hey, Yuna. Even though Yevon rejected us, we still believe in you. That won't ever change.
Thank you, Sir Luzu.
Here's the sad thing.
Sagata. But, you know, it's not too late for you to go
Oh,
back
if you're
to
talking about
Poseidon.
story
We
stuff
should be
and
going,
all,
sir.
I think this would be my favorite one. It's the most story-filled one that I can think of, other than maybe 7. But that's because I haven't had a chance to play 7 yet. as far as game mechanics and being OP at the beginning, Final Fantasy 2 would actually take that spot because you can become the most powerful being in the universe at the beginning of the game. That's just the funniness of Final Fantasy 2 after you learn how to break it.
We'll defeat sin.
I broke that pretzel in
Yevon's
half.
teachings say
Enough.
I only meant to. Are you all right,
I mean, as cringe as the story can be,
Lady Summoner?
I mean
Yes.
it's got some
I
pretty
am
good
Yuna.
story in it, and it's actually because
It
it's
is
a
an
self-contained
honor,
game.
my lady.
In 2 games, you get
My
the
name
love
is
lore
Shalinda.
into it.
I am a disciple of Yevon.
What was all that about? The Crusaders operation?
You mean the one Gata and Luzu were talking about?
I heard they were to use Forbidden Machina. I had to stop them.
Also, it's been interesting how they wrote it because
The use of machina is strictly forbidden by the Yevon
yes,
priesthood.
because
That's
Yevon,
bad, yeah?
slash Raphael, doesn't want
Let
to be
them
overpowered
use
by
whatever
everybody
they
else.
want.
They
still
want to be
won't
more
defeat
powerful than
sin.
any other faction in the land. That's why
It's
they don't
not
like
about
Machina.
defeating sin. The teachings of Yevon must be upheld.
Yeah, right.
But you don't understand. The Crusaders won't even listen to me. And it's all because I'm just a lowly acolyte.
Don't say that. Well, I haven't been a summoner for very long myself, you see. Still,
Yes, of course.
I
It's
can't
only
put
been
myself
3
down
days.
every time I fail.
I mean, that's
People are depending
the
on me.
that's
They're
the way I'm
depending
looking
on
at.
both of
That's the way I
us.
look at it. I mean, it could be more than 3
Yes,
days.
you're right, my lady.
Because
Absolutely right.
according to the stuff, if we're talking about how many times we slept, it's been a
Thank
week
you so much, Lady
at
Yuna.
most.
Now I feel I have the courage.
It's been a week
Finish my
of
training.
traveling, and we've already gone to Kilika and got the fire one there.
Hey,
And now we're on our way to the Lightning Temple, the Mushroom Rock, the Jose Rock one, which
We rest here.
my thing and my
but
question
this
is,
isn't our bed shop.
there should be more people around the temples.
Is that
Yet
a problem?
there aren't that many people around the temples.
They don't believe in Yevon, and in Luca they.
Like these next 2 temples,
They
the last 2
kidnapped Yuna.
temples, you were basically you had
Where
villages
were
around
the
them.
guardians?
The next temples, you don't have any anyone living around them.
Sir Orin's
Like
just concerned
Jose,
about your health.
where the heck are they living?
I'm not tired
Like
one
there's-
bit.
Well, I am.
Also, how they going to sleep in there? Are they going to pack in there like sardines? I mean, I guess there could be underground rooms. I'm not putting that out the window, but
As if I could sleep.
Mr. Rin's shops are all.
nope, that's not Romp. You can't even talk to him. Got any weapons? Yeah, sadly, there's nothing really to get. The good stuff
This
comes
might
way
be the
later.
last time we can rest like this.
I've heard that the proprietor, but I was very relieved to find that he.
Sure. Yeah, sacrilegious to the Yevon. Okay, so using what we know about the real world and what we have all about this is that what's sacrilegious to Yevon is anything that would give somebody the edge over Yevon. Because they have no qualms about using the Forbidden Machina. They have no qualms, 0 qualms. Not like Waka and his aversions to this stuff. we get to see this much later, but yeah, Yevon has no qualms about using the Forbidden Machina, as they call it. And that's not Nadia, sadly. We don't get to meet Venomous Rin just yet.
Check it out.
But yeah,
That sunset was different from the one I saw in Kilika. It was quiet, almost gentle.
But yeah, it's pretty much just a power play.
What you up to?
That's all it is. Is just this is a power play. And because Pavel's a survivor, they get to write whatever they want. And they make up the lie that sends after Machina. I mean, in part he could be,
I wish I could
but that's mainly because
live
he
in a
sees
place
Machina
like
as the
this.
only thing that can reach him.
peaceful,
Reach him and reach.
living with a smile on my
Reach,
face every day.
You can, once you beat Sin, right?
Xanarkand. Dream Xanarkand, because Dream Xanarkand is down there in the south,
A new
in the
sin will be
southwest
born
part of the
anyway.
sea,
Well,
hidden
then
away
you
from the
can just
world
beat it
somehow.
again.
But mainly
I
that's because
wish
no
I
ships
could.
go down there. There's no shipping routes,
Hey, you can. Trust me.
and even
You are
with
the best summoner out there.
even with Albert
Mhm.
passing by there every so
Why
often,
does Sin
they
always
never
come
get
back?
to see it because it's too far off or concealed by
Sin
smoke.
is our punishment for our vanity. And it will not go away until we've atoned.
How do we do that? What did we do that was so bad in the first place?
Also, the biggest question is
Ah.
how do they
Was it using lots of Machina or something?
do the Blitzball games? How do they have
Wait,
multiple
was that such a
teams?
bad
Like,
thing,
is there only
really?
2 teams that ever play in the Blitzball tournament
It's
stuff?
funny.
Because that's just a weird thing that I can think about.
Ever since I was
Because
young, I never questioned it.
if there were multiple
But now
if
that
there
you
were
ask
multiple
me if it is
teams,
that bad or not,
or if there was the same amount of teams in
I don't know.
Xanarkand as there are in
There are
Spira,
so many things
they
I
have
don't
to exist somewhere. Or I guess
Well,
every
then
time
we're the
there's
same.
there's a tournament,
Oh,
the
such thinking is very unbecoming of a summoner. Sound like Micah?
the faith that dream up new teams every time there's a new tournament.
That's not very nice, you know.
It's just a weird thought to have, because all these different teams are because there's all these different races in Spira. Yes, there's about 3 different human teams, but then after the human teams, you go. Well, actually, there's 4 because the Albed are still human, so there's 4 human
During
teams.
the game,
Then you have
you have
the
to think of
Guado,
Blitz and
then you have the
nothing else,
Ronzo.
you know?
Okay.
The Ronzo don't seem like they are meant for the water, really. That's a funny thing.
Ah. You can't think, that's a cute girl on the 5th seat from the right. And you can't be thinking about where you're going to go on that date, because the minute you do, that's when you lose. You see, Yuna, what I mean is, you really shouldn't worry, you know? After we beat Sin, that's when you can worry about the future.
I guess.
But we find out.
But Yuna, how are you supposed to beat something big like that?
The final summoning. It's the only way to defeat Sin. The only
I
way.
mean,
With it, we
Bahamut,
can
I think,
call
was
the
supposed to be the
end.
final summon
That's
at one
the goal
point,
of the
but then they changed. Either that or
The faith of the final
whoever
summon lies waiting in
whoever
the
got
far north
Bahamut
to greet
made
summoners that
decided
complete
to
their
not do
pilgrimage.
that.
At
Because
the
like
world's
Anima,
edge in Xanarkand.
Anima spirit was Anima's summon rock
In
was taken
Xanarkand?
to the
She means the ruins of a city destroyed 1,000 years ago.
Baja temple.
You sure it's ruins?
That's what I've heard.
You'll see it for yourself soon enough. Yuna, come back inside.
You will go with us to Xanarkand?
Yes. Because where else is he going to go?
I'll go.
Is he going to sit around Luca
I'll
picking
go
his
to
nose?
Xanarkand to see it with my own eyes.
Yes, but it's not his Anarchant. Because his Anarchant's dreams Anarchant. I mean, there's all sorts of videos about where Zanarkand is, but
It
I
couldn't
mean,
be
you
my
can only
Xanarkand,
guess so much, and
but
my guess is
I
that
had to make
Zanarkand
sure.
is to the southwest on the map, which is towards where Bajra Temple is. No question, how did Seymour get his mother's summoning stone all the way down there? Yes. Yes, this here is supposed to be a tutorial thing.
Pintosa.
Pintosa.
Ah, forgive me, sir. I meant to say pardon me, but it came out in...
Yes,
Oh,
yes it did.
You're in Albed.
Mm-hmm. I am Rin, owner of this establishment.
Yash.
Hela Dusadwi.
Huh?
It means nice to meet you.
Ah, well, Heli do sad we to you too.
Mm-hmm. If you are interested, Elbed primers can be found all over Spira. Finding them and learning our language might be fun.
Yes.
Here, let me give you one. Although you might want to be careful.
Yes, but we never speak the language.
Yeah, I hear.
That's our cue.
Huh?
Oh, thank you for...
Huh?
Mega potions. Mega potions are useful for party heals.
To the Chocobo Corral.
Yes, the Chocobo Corral, which is just a little bit to the left. Or to the right, actually. Because literally, that's all it is. It's just over here. Yes, this is a strange creature. Very strange. Let's give it a spiral cut for the first shot. It'll probably do maximum damage. No, just have its health.
Strike now.
Hit it on its bum. Spank its bum. We're gonna give you a spanking, baby. And is dead.
Have you an interest in... As a token of our gratitude, please ask the attendant.
Thank you so much.
If you're good enough, you only need one time to go around here and get all the chests. There's one chest over this way, on that there, but you can't get over to it until you actually get over to it, which is going to be much later when you get the airship. have to find the yellow feathers in order to jump. You find those yellow feathers and you can jump. That's how jumping works in this one.
Thank you.
A safe?
And yes, Chocobo is the best way to travel because you don't have to worry about enemies. It's a pretty cool animation. It's pretty much a set path, though. You don't have any choice in the matter.
What are you doing?
Oh,
I see. The high road ends. However, we have. You may ask the gate.
Sadly, you don't get a friendly chocobo to ride all throughout your journey. Yeah, there's so few fortune spears in the world at large that...
Coming down to the... You can't run... Say. Sure are a lot of... Spare some... I'll make it up to you.
I think it's just 10k, but I'll go on to give him a little bit over 30k to make sure that the business is done. Yes, there's a crest to get. Might as well save. And I think that's all that's down here. And yes, sadly, there's only 2 spots in this entire game where you get to ride Chocobo. And Chocobo do as their programmed means are, which is to make sure that you don't encounter enemies.
How many times do I have to tell you I'm a summoner?
Sorry, ma'am.
You dare impede a summoner's pilgrimage?
Sorry, ma'am. No exceptions.
Useless.
Okay, yes, it's just B. I think the silly part is that this area is a place where you're going to be able to encounter monsters.
Oh, it's you. As you can see, no. But they'll call on us in the end. Just wait and see. In the meantime, I think I'll have a nap. Oh, Bartello.
That way of voice and familiarity, it makes me think it's a little bit more than just a nap. I mean, I guess.
Gata and Luzu reporting, sir.
This is the last of them.
Good to have you with us. Go on through.
Show me how to play Blitz sometime.
Wait around. We'll have Sin beaten in no time.
Okay, let me do something here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Any donation toward Operation... Thank you for your generosity. Any donation toward Operation... Many thanks. Any donation toward Operation... Thank you. Any donation toward Operation... Thank you for your generosity.
Okay, so it's the same stuff each time.
Hey, you're a... What, they didn't tell... We're bringing Sin Spawn from all over Spira here. Sin Spawn, inevitably... We're going to lure it. I'm sorry, I can't let you...
Yes, this is how you get triggered the next scene. You have to run back out. Ah, yes, the music gets creepier. Welcome to Final Fantasy X: The Creepening.
So, we meet again, Lady Yuna.
Yes?
You look troubled. Is there anything I can do?
Well...
I see.
Maester Seymour, let me show you to the command center.
Hold. I have a request.
Yes, Your Grace.
I need to have Summoner Yuna and her guardians let through to the command center.
But Maester Seymour... Maester Seymour, sir.
Do not worry. I will take full responsibility.
Very well, they may pass.
It is done.
Oh, thank you, Your Grace.
Yuna, it's time to go.
Oh, right.
Who does he think he is?
He's a maester. Better get used to it, yeah?
I mean, I answered it before, yes, but go ahead and answer it again, just so that you know. And to make the TLDR a little bit easier to understand.
All hail Seymour.
Basically, Final Fantasy II has a system that I don't think I've ever seen again. Because it's basically a skill level up system that
of all Spira. Believe in the path you have
that
chosen.
works
Let faith be your strength. I, Seymour Guado, Maester
that
of
works
Yevon,
in the way
will
that you
bear witness
take
to your
damage, you get more
deeds
HP.
today.
You use MP, you get more MP. You use sword skill, you get sword skill.
What's going on?
The only games that
Why
can
is
really
Maester
say
Seymour back in the Crusaders,
that
eh?
do that somewhat
They're using
are the
Abed's
Elder
Machina.
Scrolls games,
They're
except
violating the teachings.
you don't get
Even
more HP
going
by
against
taking
the
more
teachings,
taking damage and
they're willing
recovering.
to risk it for
You
the
have to
greater
level up.
good. Waka, I think Maester Seymour sees that too.
It's just that Waka has a major hate boner for
I can
Machina.
only speculate.
Ask him yourself.
Ah, Sir Oran, it is an honor. I would be most interested in hearing what you've been doing these past 10 years.
I've got nothing to say about it.
I see. Sir Aron must be a great asset as a guardian.
Your Grace.
Please, there's no need for formalities.
Excuse me, Maester Seymour. Why is your lordship present?
Yes, Walker, your nose.
Sir?
It's brown.
Please, speak
It's
as you
very,
normally
very
would.
brown.
Isn't this operation against the teachings of Yevon? Aren't you gonna stop them?
It's
Brown
true.
noser.
I should. However, both the Crusaders and the Al Bhed truly wish peace for Spira. This Operation Mihen was born from that wish they shared. Although it may be sacrilege to Yevon, their intentions are pure.
Sacrilegious to Yevon.
And I, Seymour Guado, the person, not the Maester of Yevon, as a denizen of Spira, I wish them well in their endeavor.
But using Machina, that's bad, isn't it?
Pretend you didn't see them.
Beg your pardon,
Ah.
but that's not something a Maester should say.
Then pretend I didn't say it.
You're kidding.
Yes, Walker.
From the first time I laid eyes on him, I never did like Seymour.
Yes, Walker. It's time
But you
to let
know,
go of the kiddie shoes
some
and
of the
throw
things
on
he said that
Black
day,
Air Force and energy. I
they
guess
made
you
a lot
can't
of
because you're
sense
wearing
to me.
sandals. I mean, the few times we get to see Lulu, I think we get to see her in high shoes. Now there's a glitch here that you can skip a good part of the game with, but you have to aim up just right and move just right in order to get past.
Summoner Yuna?
Else it's going to shove you back into the normal game.
Maester Seymour requests your
Yes,
Thank you.
Classico. Yes. Yes, let's see
Take
those
that road to the
soulless
command center.
eyes.
It's not far.
Those soulless
We're
brown
still in the midst of
eyes.
preparations this way.
I mean, I guess it's
Sorry.
because it's that Final Fantasy 2 era. Final Fantasy 2 era stuff. Slap that one.
Oh yeah!
Flush you down the toilet to fire.
Watch and weep, Crusaders! Oh yeah!
Okay, this is the weirdest thing ever, okay? So, fire and ice and water and lightning, for some reason, they have it very weirdly set up. Pretty much they counter each other, according to the lore. If there's a water monster, you need lightning. If there's a lightning monster, you need the water. It doesn't make sense. I mean, normally you don't have a crisscross. You don't have a crisscross because there just ain't crisscross. But in this game, there's a crisscross of this magic stuff. All except for negative or non-elemental magics. Non-elemental magics include Ultima, Bio, Flare, and I think one other magic, if I'm not thinking correct. Ultima, Flare, Bio, Drain. But Drain counts as a version of, oh, if I can remember. It counts as a version of healing, which if you drain a zombie, you take damage, I think. check what this one has. What do you have? Oh, it's a high potion. Because everyone's a little bit OP compared to their normal stuff, I can just go on ahead.
You guys are toast.
Yeah, the combat situation just doesn't improve. But yeah, I don't think. I think the only one that can affect you outside the fight is poison. And even then, I don't think it affects you outside the fight. This used to be my grinding grounds as far as before the Sin Spawn fight. Used to grind a whole lot in this area. Like, you're talking about going on several hours. Be like several hours before I came out of this area and continue the story. I was like at 3,000 HP at the time. And that's without the ability to change the other tiles of the of the set.
In the end, but seeing their so I decided. Truly, I know nothing. I'm hoping. We've been expecting.
Oh! We can be healed. I didn't even realize that. Never in all the times I played did I realize that one could heal you. So they, in essence, encourage you to grind there. I'm just trying to hurry up and get over to the command center. Overkill is like you have to do 50% more damage than the HP they have in order to activate Overkill. And when you get up to higher levels, it does become easier because you're doing a lot more damage and you have better gear, at least in theory. Also, like every other place, you check every single crevice. Check every single crevice because that's how you get your gear, how you get goods. Yeah, there's the Albert book over here, I think. I thought there was a chest somewhere around here. Or maybe it was over here, over in the hole over here.
Why only you, sir? I want to fight too.
Orders are orders.
I'm not a cadet anymore, sir. Let me go with you and I'll prove it to them.
Guarding the command center is important too, you know.
But I came all the way from Besaid to fight Sin, sir.
I know, but an order's
Okay,
an order.
here's the interesting thing about this. Okay, so it doesn't really matter what you pick here.
But, sir!
But if you encourage Luzu there to go into the field, you will find the reverse situation of what happens if you don't. Which is where, if this guy survives.
They let you through, huh?
Luzu, Gata. Or...
Gata?
Yeah, Gata.
Deserves better.
At least there's no chance he'll get hurt. Why are you guys fighting anyway? Aren't the almighty Al-Bed Machina enough?
They still need some time to get them ready. Our job is to keep Sin at bay till they're done.
But
Waka.
if you play
I might not get another chance to say this.
10-2,
It's about
these
you,
games
brother.
don't connect to each other.
Luzu,
Even if you
no.
have a completed Final Fantasy X game, no matter what version,
What?
if there's a version where
I'm the one
Luzu
who
survives,
convinced him to enlist.
the canon answer is that Luzu dies here. At least I think that's what happens. Because you can encourage Gata to go into the field or not go into the field. Yes, these figures hit each other.
Waka! That's enough, Waka!
And more than just more than just fight scenes.
When we used to play Blitz together, Chapu used to say... He said that when we won the cup, yeah, he proposed to Lulu. And then one day, he goes off and becomes a crusader, just like that.
Chapu also said to me that being with your girl is good. But keeping Sin far away from her is better.
But now she's been near Sin at least twice.
Lou, you knew?
Because she
Yuzu told
because she
me
supposedly went
before we left.
with a summoner before.
She hit me too.
And the summoner before became KIA.
All Crusaders in the Vanguard are to assemble on the beach.
That's my cue.
Luzu, don't die out there.
So you can hit me more?
Lots more.
Suluzu, please. Please don't go.
I have to, Yuna.
Let him go. The man has already chosen his path, as you did when you became a summoner.
It would be a long time before I ever really understood the reason why Yuna let Luzu pass that day.
Yeah, I knew there was way to. So you can choose if he survives or dies. Of my viewers watching, do you want Gutta to go to the front lines, or do you want Luzu to go to the front lines? Of my viewers, please, please. I don't know how to do the. I'll wait around for a little bit. I'm not going to wait around too long, though. Take your pick. Because it's going to wait. Because I'm only going to wait maybe 5 or 10 minutes.
sees. Ow!
He really hates them, huh?
Chapu. He left the sword Waka gave him in Besaid, and he fought with an Albed Machina weapon instead.
That's got nothing to do with it.
Yes,
I
it
just
does have
hate
everything
these
to do with it.
sacrilegious contraptions.
Because the reality is for all that a sword can do, a gun can do at long range. Okay, that's just the sad part. I don't think you can fight any enemies here. If you can, I think it's minimal. I think you can though. So you have to set her in place. What are you doing? Putting stakes at 50-foot stakes in the ground? Because that's the only way you're going to be able to keep it nailed down. These have wheels on them. They have wheels. Wheels roll. Yeah, I'm just going to take my time because I don't want to rush ahead. Because this is the only time when I can choose whose fate becomes sealed. Because if we go on, I am just going to let the story happen as it is. I'm just going to stay here. Now the strange thing is, the Sin Spawn do something very weird.
It won't work anyway.
Don't say that.
Hmm.
It might be a hopeless campaign, and it might mean defying Yevon. But the Crusaders and the Albed, they're doing their best to defeat Sin. They want to rid Spira of Sin forever. And that's just what we want too, isn't it? Isn't it?
All right. But I still think Macken are bad news. They're forbidden for a reason.
Lady Summoner, there you are. The command center is that way. Maester Keenock is also there.
Maester Keenock too?
Yes. Please, hurry, my lady.
Yep. Oh, this is funny. I mean, he is an NPC though, so. Also, there's the kid. Because he has skill with Chocobo. Alright, seems like there's no ticking for it, so, and there, it's a, saving Luzu changes some stuff. Saving Gata doesn't change too much. But as we know from X2, the canon ending is that Luzu becomes the deaded. So, any less calls for voting. Anyone who wants to vote can vote and is welcome to vote. And Walker, does your saving stuff happen?
Oops.
Until sort out the spirit grid is the time for what's left on the poll there. There's no answers. Fine, we'll do it normally. Mana or magic HP. Oh shoot. I even see that was a +4. Oh well. MP and magic defense. Yes, I'd much rather have more HP. And generally more everything. million HP. That was actually right. Yeah. Might as well throw a bone for one of the characters. Besides, it'll only help. Orin! Okay, so there we go. We're done. I guess there was no picking at this because nobody wanted to vote. Oh well.
The operation will begin. Please check all your equipment. Of course not. I came here, but they stick me.
If you want to prove your...
Huh?
First, you must
Yeah, I don't need to talk to him again.
Oh.
Nobody wanted to vote, so there's nothing that special that happens this time around.
I had heard from Seymour, but I didn't know if we'd actually meet. Good to see you, Orin. 10 years, is it?
That's Wen Keenock, one of the 4 maesters of Yevon. He leads the warrior monks, and also commands the Crusaders.
All troops ready to move at your command, sir.
Good. Dismissed.
Sir.
Tell me, Orin, where have you been the last 10 years?
We don't have time for this now, do we?
This plan won't work. You know that. We'll just let them dream a little longer.
What?
Lord Keenock.
Oh, yes. Proceed.
That Keenock a maester?
I heard that, Orin. A lot has happened the last 10 years. What were you doing and where?
Fulfilling a promise I made to a friend. I still am.
Just tell me one thing. Have you seen Zanarkand?
I kinda think we don't belong here.
It is time at last. We must tell the Albed waiting outside to begin the operation at once. The fiends may break through. This place is not safe.
Make sure you're prepared to defend yourselves. Tell me when you're ready.
I mean, there's no preparations to be made. Checking to see if everybody's maxed out, but I think everybody's maxed out, so,
Go to you.
Oh yeah, these are also potions. These are boxes you can't get afterwards. So make sure you grab all the boxes.
Anything could happen. Anything could happen. I'm a little
Okay.
With them here, it's like...
They have that like
you
sectioned
ready?
off. They have that like sectioned off
Mr.
to be
Keenan,
the
please.
little boss arena.
Will Sin come?
Sin always returns for its spawn. To make sure, we're going to encourage them to call out to it.
You won't have to. It'll come.
I remembered Orin telling me. Sin is my old man. Sin is Jekt.
The Sinsmon breaks out. Like a bad case of hemorrhoids. Push. Yep, there you go.
That I can hear that.
Dimmy takes a quarter of your health away.
block my...
And that's why you gotta beat the arms, because arms are able to resist damage. Yep, it doesn't matter what stage you beat it in, it always has its arms when it goes to the cutscene. And now we get to see how dangerous Sin is. And it changes to AMV instead of in-game graphics.
Let's go!
It's got those glowing dots all over it, and it's little, I don't know, magical armor?
Fire!
But it does have a bunch of eyeballs, that's for sure.
Look out!
Oh yeah, this is a glitch. It sometimes breaks. This is where Sin shoots the beach and obliterates everybody that's on the beach. It's like something wrong in the code, I don't know. But the AMV doesn't work right.
Yes.
And I think every AMV after this has a 50-50 chance of going green screen. It's just how it works. Okay, as cool as having like, let's see, he has level 2 magic. As cool as having level 2 magic is, it's nothing to write home about. It's kind of funny that Seymour is supposed to be the stronger guy, but he's weaker in HP than Yuna. He has higher magic, I can tell that much. don't know why I was drifting off there for a second. I can't even change out because there's no one to change out with. Oh, and there goes the Mega Sin Spawn. If you notice, the Sin Spawn is made up of a bunch of different Sin Spawn parts. But she dealt the winning blow. She got 0 AP out of that? Let's see if it green screens again. Because there's always that chance of green screens. And let me preference this. I have not modded this game. I have not touched this game. I've never heard this game. It just does that green screen for some reason. I'm sure actually that the ancients tried attacking Sin with using these machines. It's just that Yu Yevon is such a coward that he's inside Sin, which I don't know if he was alive anytime when he was inside Sin, but at some point he went from being a human being into a parasite, which requires aeons in order to live on. Because fair reality is, I do believe that my partner right now could beat Yu Yevon if it was Yu Yevon himself without any of the aeons. But there's no way to fight Yu Yevon without the aeons, because you still have to go through the journey. You can't just beat Sin. This beach is actually inaccessible after you leave it. Well, maybe not. I think there is one spot you can still access. It's just not really truly connected to the beach. It's like the side passage over here, where there's like a chest. Or some chests, I forget which, but...
What's going on? Why? What's going on?
Your friend became the deaded. Oh yes. Sin leaving and Titus realizing that Sin is Papa. But it's green screen because the port is bugged.
Don't you run away from me!
And I think there's like one more bugged one, which is when he flies over Bavel.
Everyone, stand back! I'll summon!
You won't hurt it.
Your powers are still too weak.
Yes, you're only
But
You're only 2 aeons deep, honey. If Valifor and Ifarif are not that powerful.
You can't.
Seymour there is the only one with the final Aeon, because Anima was supposed to be Seymour's final Aeon. That's his mama. But Seymour didn't want to use her as the final Aeon. Instead, he wanted to become something else.
I have no idea what I was thinking when I ran after Sin that day. Before I knew what I was doing, there I was, chasing him down like a thief at market. Maybe I was angry. Maybe I wanted to go home. I kept thinking of Xanarkand and my old man.
Now this is sad. So, this makes me think that Sin has a bit of the foreplane inside him, which allows him to have more Sin spawn. That's how he has Sin spawn, is that he has the spirits of those that are passed away each time he slaughters them. That way he has Sin spawn to summon. And yes, you can see Luzu. There's Bahamut. Why are you in there, Bahamut? Ah, the Blitzbar hit me in the face.
What?
They say you don't practice.
Let them talk. I'm still the best.
They say you're no good because you drink all the time.
I can quit drinking whenever I want.
Then do it now.
What did you say?
You just said you can't.
Tomorrow, maybe.
Why not today?
Why do today what you can leave for tomorrow? There he goes again, crying.
I think that little Titus became invisible there.
I thought I sensed my old man there. Somewhere. Or maybe it was just Sin's toxin. How many died today?
Plenty.
People die and Yuna dances.
Well, it's either Yuna
When will
dances
she stop dancing?
or the
When will it stop?
or there's a ton of
Yuna won't
fiends.
stop dancing. Not until Sin is gone.
Rongo.
Those are my thoughts then.
Yuna will still have to dance. Because she will still have to send.
I see you're still here.
Because in the world where dead people become fiends, you need to be able to send people to where they need to go. That's just how it goes.
What? Sin had come and gone, but I remained here.
Yes. Yes, you did. And you have to let the butt hurt flow through you.
You were in contact with Sin.
Yes.
A swift retreat. Satisfied?
What do you mean?
Those who turned from Yevon died, while the faithful live on.
The past 10 years have changed you, I see.
Truth be told, Orin doesn't have a single
do not
faithful
look so
bone in his
well.
body to Yevon at all.
But now, more than ever, you must be the people's strength.
Because he sees it as the sham it
confidence.
is. And knows it is a sham. Because as much as they
Everyone
want to talk
else
about there
would be
being
expected
sacrilegious
to show their sorrow.
sacrilegious technologies and all, the truth is they do not
You
care.
are a summoner. You are
Might as well get this over with and just save again, so that
sin
next time we
is
start up, we can head on to Jose Temple and get it done,
understand?
and maybe reach Guadalupe and possibly Rocklandia Forest, which is the longest part of this game. Other than that,
Yuna,
yeah.
take me as your pillar of strength, as Yuna Leska had her Lord Zayon. Yuna, until next we meet, farewell.
Sadly, it doesn't let you climb up there just yet.
Rest while you can.
Sin.
Yes, and view an ear holes ear distance of everybody else.
But that doesn't mean I believe you.
Sin is Jecht. He came here for you.
So he killed all those people just for a chance to see me?
That's what Sin does. He wanted to show that to you. Do you know why?
How am I supposed to know?
So you would kill him. As long as he is Sin, Jecht will keep killing. He wants you to stop him.
You gotta
Yes.
be kidding.
Yes.
How do you know all of this anyway?
Let the hurt flow.
I'm not done talking to you. Don't you run away.
Yes, the butthurt flows. The butthurt is strong with Titus. And with all the butthurt going on, we are at the point where I do believe it is time to say goodbye for tonight. The mighty syrup has flowed. My pancake gives you his love. The mighty pancake gives you his love. And I wish you all a flipping good night.